This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. The Shannick, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's gonna sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
The sideline getting by one defender, and he's gonna go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's the snap in the hole. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good!
That's a fly ball deep right field. Get out of here!
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grab. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Ripped away from him. Right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Coming to you live from Mike Bubba Kirkwood Field here on the campus of Neshannock High School. WPIAL Quarterfinals Baseball here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. The 2A quarterfinals going on here today. The 3A game first. 2A quarterfinals coming up next. The number 3 seed Elwood City Wolverines taking on the 11 seed Mohawk Warriors. Two section rivals, two teams that played one-run games, both won by Elwood City during the regular season. Always difficult to beat a team 3 times. It's going to be either 3 and a sweep for Elwood City or Mohawk getting the one that matters most. Elwood City 15-5 overall, Mohawk at 11-9. I'm James Dotson. Producing today is Rob Nattell along with Leah Verdi. Alongside me is Rich Saragnese. And Richie, a Lawrence County battle, both here, Game 1 and Game 2. We're going to have a lot of fun here in these two games, but just talk about the idea of beating a team 3 times in the same season.
Yeah, something that's not easy to do, but if anyone can do it, it's going to be Coach Nick Mariano and the Mohawk Warriors today. 2 one-run ball games so far this year. We got Aaron Lake going for the Elwood City Wolverines, one of the best pitchers anywhere around, a kid I'm pretty familiar with myself, going up against Bobby Fadden, who hasn't thrown that many innings for the Mohawk Warriors so far this year. I talked to Coach before the game, just going to try and steal some innings with him, go to his bullpen afterwards and so forth. But Bobby's probably the most fierce competitor in this game, so that's a guy that I trust on the mound.
Yeah, we're going to see a couple of big-time performances figure today to be able to make this game into a reality. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to step aside, take a quick break. We'll come back with starting lineups and first pitch here on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the NFHS Network.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
With great brands at the best prices at Academy Sports and Outdoors, you'll always find more fun. More of this, and more of this, and this. So you can do more of that, and that, and definitely some of that. While getting together for more of that, and that. Yes! Have more fun with great brands at the best prices, only at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
And with that, we are ready to go here from Mike Bubba Kirkwood Field. The 3 versus 11 game. Wolverines and Warriors. First pitch delivery a couple minutes early at 3:58 p.m. upstairs for ball 1. That one catches the plate, evens the count at 1-1. Aaron Lake on the mound. Can't get much better than what he's done this year. A 7-0 record and 8 starts on the year, Richie. He's been fantastic. A sub-1 ERA and a sub-1 whip on the season.
Yeah, really impressive stuff here from Aaron. Like I said before, so a guy I'm pretty familiar with. Not sure what's going on here. It looks like he is.
Something is up with Aaron on the mound. I didn't see anything, but he's now bent over and labored.
Yeah, he looks like he's in some serious pain. And I know his velocity is not where it normally is. I'm not sure what's going on here. Even in his warm-up pitches, he did not look comfortable.
He pitched on Thursday last week. So this is, I mean,
shortstop's taking his tape off.
Yeah, it looks like Nate Kennedy's going to be ready to go and be the first one in relief right off the get-go. So we'll try to get an answer maybe here, but after just 2 pitches, Aaron Lake, the starting pitcher, looks like he might be having to come out of the game. Well, this is why it's so important to build a great pitching staff, not just one player, but multiple. And my word, what a blow this could be right off the get-go for the 3-seed Elwood City Wolverines. And you can tell he wants to go. Now the question is, too, as you bring in a reliever after 2 pitches, Richie, what do you do with him defensively? What is he going to be able to do defensively? He normally plays shortstop. Is he going to be able to do that?
Well, it just depends on the type of injury we have. If it's an arm injury, no, that's definitely not going to be the case.
I mean, it looks like he's bent over like it's a back. So after just 2 pitches, we're going to have a red zone call to the bullpen, so we'll step aside. We'll be back and get you all the changes here at LC SportsNet and the NFHS Network.
This is Jess. She loves to run. So does Jade. And Jen does too. And while they all love running, at AHN Sports Medicine, we know they each need a little something different to get faster. Our doctors and specialists pinpoint that difference and make a personalized conditioning plan to improve Jen's stride, and Jade's endurance, and Jess's form. Because at AHN Sports Medicine, we see you.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money. All from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
That's the power of Bowser. You're always on the winning team with the power of Bowser, the official car dealer of the WPIAL. Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience around. See the full lineup at powerofbowser.com. Powerofbowser.com, where the power of Bowser is yours.
Well, here's the changes. That's the first pitch in there for strike 2. The new pitcher is Nate Kennedy, and in as a substitution going in is Matt Kelly into right field. Looks like Sam Landis has gone from right field to shortstop. So not only the issue with the mound, but you lose your cleanup hitter there too, Serge.
Yeah, and in his place you have someone that has, 8 at-bats on the season, so not going to be easy here.
But how about that? You come right in, no real warm-up, a breaking ball called, strike 3 to retire Chapman for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Wolverines, Nate Kennedy here, I'm looking at his numbers. He has 28 innings pitched, which is, for high school, that's a lot of innings thrown. He's thrown over 500 pitches this year, so this is a guy with a lot of experience. I'm sure there's no panic coming from the Wolverines here. Just got to attack and stay ahead here for Nate.
Really all you can do. And first pitch swinging, and it's going to be a soft liner, and leaping up and grabbing it is the freshman second baseman, Gino Biondi. Come right in, throw strikes, and get an out.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. I mean, just attack, trust your stuff. This is a big ballpark here. Highly doubt that we're going to see anything hit out of here today. If we do, then you're going to have to earn it. So for the Wolverines, you see they're playing a little deeper. Just got to trust your stuff. Looks like he's throwing a slider to me.
Yeah, a little sweeping off-speed pitch.
And then on the other hand, we have Vinny Pizzola here. This is one of the most talented hitters in all of Lawrence County.
So you'll watch the breaking ball miss on the outside corner. Yeah, he leads the team with a .462 average. And how about 17 extra base hits on the year as well. Get you the full starting batting order here in a moment. 2-1 the count to Pizzulo, and you can hear the wind blowing up here on Mount Neshannock. Kennedy, another off-speed pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, so for me as a pitcher here with 2 outs, no one on, especially when you fool a hitter like that, I'm probably going to repeat it. But he missed a little bit arm side there, so inside to the right-handed hitter, I'm going to try and go glove side, like right on that white line of the left-handed box.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, and he gets it.
Right on cue, exactly where I wanted it.
So Aaron Lake only survives 2 pitches, but momentum with the Elwood City Wolverines nonetheless as Kennedy comes in and gets a 1-2-3. Top of the first inning, Mohawk 0, Elwood City coming to bat. Let's take a look at the starting batting order for the Elwood City Wolverines under Coach Chris Wise. Your order looks like this: Biscup, Kennedy, Keller. It was Lake in the 4-hole. We'll get that adjusted here in a minute. Nardone, Mills, Biondi, Cuevas, and Landis in the starting batting order. But now, I mean, hey, next man up mentality. We didn't really talk about that for being a key to the game today, but that's certainly what you're going to have here with Matt Kelly having to step in and Nate Kennedy doing the work on the mound here so far.
Yeah, there's no time to make any excuses or try and get reactive here. You just got to insert the next player, like you said, next man up, and just play the game simply. Matt Kelly going to step into the 4-hole. Going to have to look for him today to make an impact.
Well, and on the mound, we'll talk about Mr. Bob Dulo, or maybe you'll see Briar Crawford. The 2 that have had the most innings on the year have been the typical 1-2 on the season. But they're going a different route. They're going to put the junior right-hander Fadden in as the first man to throw. And I think part of that is because, well, I believe he's the only pitcher that wasn't seen in the 2-game series between the Warriors and the Wolverines.
Yeah, and the thing about Bobby is he's a kid that he plays his best when the lights are the brightest. Okay, so for Coach, he just wants his best competitor on the mound today. Nothing against the other 2 guys in Pizzulo and Crawford. They're both incredible pitchers, but Vinny's a big game guy. So he's a guy. Today they're just looking for 4, maximum 5 innings out of him before they turn it over to the bullpen. So for Vinny, knowing you're only going 4 to 5, you don't really have to worry about the pitch count. You can be selective on where you're going to throw everything.
Take a look at the defensive alignment brought to you by Medor Bonner Law. There it is, Stratton, Rhoda, Peters in the outfield left to right. Olaire, Pizzulo on the left side of the infield, Chapman and Crawford on the right side. Connor Hart behind the dish for Bobby Fadden. 0-2 record. This is only his 4th start of the season. 16 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 17 innings pitched. So about a strikeout and a walk every inning that he's been on the bump.
Yeah, for Bobby today, the key is just going to be to make them earn it. Make the Wolverines earn everything they get. We can't have walks. We can't get behind in counts. Just go to attack and try and stay ahead the whole game. Trust your stuff. Trust your preparation.
And Fadden's first pitch in there, a breaking ball for strike 1 to Biscup. Oh, 1 goes behind, actually. Jacob evens the count at 1-1. Chris Wise, well, he's going to get a 50 one way or the other. All-time record 49 and 49 in his 5 years as the head coach at Elwood City. As this one's chopped towards short, taken on a high hop from Pizzulo. Low throw, good pick by Crawford at first for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, really good job from Breyer there. A lot of times in that scenario, the first baseman will try and pick it on the left side of their body instead of working through it like a backhand. So Breyer did exactly what Coach Nick Mariano teaches him to do with backhand instead of a forehand, kind of where you see a first baseman lose their eyes.
Take Kennedy now to the plate. First pitch breaking ball into him for strike 1. Kennedy, who began at shortstop, and if you're just tuning in for the start of this game, 2 pitches in, and Aaron Lake had to leave the game with an injury. He is out of the contest. High fastball, holding off was Kennedy, evens the count at 1-1. 325 down the lines, 350 in the power alleys, and 375 to dead center field here at Kirkwood Field. 2-1 the count as that one misses away to Kennedy, hitting .231 on the season. Biscup and Kennedy leading off the game, about 6 hit by pitch for Biscup and 5 times on the year for Kennedy, the top 2 on the Wolverines squad, finding a way to get on any chance and any way they can. Counting out 2-2 here to the 2-hitter Kennedy. Neshannock against Freedom as this one's roped foul towards the elementary school. Count will remain 2-2. That game you can watch on NFHS Network, listen on Lawrence County SportsNet. A 1-0 lead early for the Freedom Bulldogs actually in that one. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball called, strike 3, froze him on the inner half.
Yeah, that is a true 12-6 curveball that Bobby's throwing out there. What I mean by that is the break of it's going to be very vertical. A lot of times the sliders and the new sweepers in the game will get a lot of horizontal break. So for him, he's just got to trust it. He's got to get it down in the zone. I know he's executing without so far, but it looks like it's a little elevated.
3-batter now with 2 down is Jordan Keller, and he's first pitch swinging. Chopped foul.
Is that fastball? See that curveball? Okay, missed that.
Yeah, another off-speed pitch. So pitching backwards, as you would say, right, Richie?
Yeah, 3 ABs, 3 breaking balls to start, got ahead. I know we've done a few games together this year. What I'm always yelling for from pitchers is you got to get strike 1, got to get ahead, and got to win the even counts. 0-0, 1-1, 2-2s. Pitchers got to win it.
Both pitchers doing a good job of working ahead and mixing up their pitches well. That one does miss upstairs.
Yeah, I'd like to see that breaking ball here. So as a pitcher, when you miss elevated and arm side, the curveball is going to tunnel off of that really well.
Try to go upstairs again and missed it way high. Goes to the backstop.
Well, you got another opportunity for it here.
Two and 1 to count. 2 down in the top of the first inning. Fadden winds, fires, says breaking ball again left upstairs. Now what's the biggest adjustment you got to make when something's missing up?
Yeah, so when you're elevated in the zone as a pitcher, it's probably the backside, meaning your right leg after you're the peak of your balance point is probably just a little too locked out, a little too straight. So getting a little more bend in it as you start descending or going down the mound. And then when you get to that foot strike, trying to be a little more violent with your torso is going to help you get down in the zone.
The 3-1 does miss upstairs. So 2-out walk drawn by Keller. And you wonder, are you maybe a little bit more careful with the 3-hitter when you know you have a brand new 4-hitter who has, what'd you say, only 8 at-bats all year?
Yeah, I believe that's what I saw was either 6 or 8 at-bats, but again, that's not the worst thing. There are 2 out, no one on, big ballpark here. Maybe the intentional walk there that we just saw. Good stuff from Bobby so far, and then Matt Kelly, welcome to the big game.
I'm sure he was not expecting to be getting an at-bat, certainly not here in the bottom of the first inning. He fouls that one back to the screen, though.
Yeah, looking for some movement here from the Wolverines. This is a good count to run in. 0-1, this is a breaking ball count.
Keller runs for himself, does the catcher, and he leads the team with 9 stolen bases, so would not be surprised.
Oh, he was moving there. Maybe a hit and run, or it's just a straight steal. I'm not sure with the speed of Keller. He's moving. There he is.
Runner does go. Strike 2 called. Throw is going to be on the shortstop side of the bag, so it will be stolen base number 10 for Keller. His Wolverines going to try to manufacture something here.
Yeah, and that's why the walk there. Sure, we want to attack the hitter that doesn't have many at-bats, but 2 pitches later, now we got a bleeder, an error, anything, really any single, and you're down. Okay, so tough here. Bobby's up 0-2. He's got to attack.
The 0-2 misses away. Good stop by Hart. Is that one well out of the zone?
Yeah, and that's where the inexperience of Fadden might show a little bit today is the spike fastballs. That could be nerves. It could be overthrowing. Just got to trust your stuff, trust your game plan, and continue on.
The 1-2. Breaking ball hit towards short, taken there by Pizzullo. Throw on to first in time to get Kelly by a step and end the inning. Runner left in scoring position, but we are scoreless through 1 here in this game of county rivals. Elwood City and Mohawk scoreless. Back in a moment at LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP and the NFHS Network.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my ex driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
No 2 companies create the same way. Toshiba empowers the art of business by uniquely enabling businesses to work with tools designed specifically for them. In a constantly evolving world, business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
Top of the second inning, and first pitch swinging is the pitcher Bobby Fadden, and he's going to line one into right field, and he's going to make actually extra bases out of it. Single, and then advancing on an error from Kelly in right field. And just like that, a little bit of spark, the first hit of the game for either squad.
Yeah, it's a great way to help yourself for Bobby there. Now for the Warriors here, the only thing that matters is that base runner has to go to third here. You don't need a hit, don't need anything crazy. Looking for a bunt, Elwood's prepared for it. First baseman, you can see, is way up in front. So the second baseman's going to cover first on a bunt. Third's going to stay home. So for Cam here, most likely squaring.
He does square and
Ooh,
lunges at it, and now Fadden way off at second base. I got him in the rundown. He hustles back late and is going to slide in there safely. Got to see the bunt down, and Fadden able to scurry back.
Yeah, and from the pitching perspective, what I typically would like to see in that scenario is what we call an inside move. Okay, so you're just looking to confirm that Mohawk's bunting. So the inside move is you're lifting your leg up to the balance point, turning towards second. Like you would pick that runner off, but you're actually not going to pick him off. You're just looking to see if the hitter is going to show hands like he did there.
Got,
probably spin here.
Got the strike anyway, and they do get a curveball, and it's going to be holding at second base is Fad. Now he's going to be into a rundown. He's going to hustle quickly, and he might be under it. Nope, he did get the tag up high. Now trying to advance to second base, and he's going to be out. So that is a 2.
Good luck with that one.
We'll figure it out. 2 to 6 to 5. Back to 6, I think, double
6
play.
6 held his ground, 6, yes.
2, 6, 5, 6 double play. Tell me if you had that one in your bingo card for today.
Wow. You said 2, 6, 5, 6 double play. I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
That's a new one. What it does too is it, also is going to benefit big time for Elwood City. Again, you have your number 2 pitcher having to come in immediately. Pitch count is going to be something you're going to talk about, I think, for a good chunk of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Bobby was doing there. He saw the bunt on the ground. As soon as that bunt is hitting the turf, you're gone. I'm not sure why he hesitated. It was up the third base line a little bit.
Fastball misses upstairs, 2-0 to count to Cash Stratton, or excuse me, 1-1 to count to Stratton. Yeah, and maybe thinking, hey, we're going to just hold, not just seeing it down, but then as soon as the catcher picked it up, then he kind of got an extra lead. And because of that is why a great play from Keller to shoot it down to second base.
Yeah, and that's just a great job by Jordan. Seeing that the hesitation from Bobby, a lot of times the catcher is going to come up blind and just take the out, where Jordan came up, saw that Bobby was hesitating, made the throw to shortstop. The best part of that play was the shortstop, after he gave the ball up to the third baseman, the second baseman was covering the bunt at first, so he held his ground. If he doesn't hold his ground there, meaning stay at second base, which a lot of times you're taught not to do, and that doesn't work for them. Great job there.
1-2 pitch down in the Pebbles. Evens the count at 2-2 to Cash Stratton. Let's take a look at the batting order real quick. Didn't get a chance to look at it for the 11-seed Mohawk Warriors. Chapman, Rona, Pizzulo, Fadden, Olaire, Stratton, Peters, Crawford, and Hart. The same lineup from the first game of the postseasons. That breaking ball misses upstairs. And that count runs full. Yeah, Mohawk defeated Deer Lakes 6-3. Big start to that game. 3 runs in the top of the first inning, playing a pivotal role in that one.
3-2, 2 outs, no one on, throw your best.
He throws a breaking ball. Does Kennedy popped up towards left field, coming in. Now going back is Biskup, drifting towards the line. Does settle under it to make the catch for a unconventional 1-2-3. It was a run and an error, or a hit and an error, excuse me. But then after the twin killer, no one left on the bases. Still scoreless to the bottom of the second. You're watching on NFHS Network and Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
5, 6, 7 hitters due up for Elwood City, Nardone, Mills, and Biondi. Scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. Nardone.
Yeah, in the first inning, Bob, 4 for 4, getting ahead on batters. Got to continue that.
Now that's the key. For best pitch is strike one, and this one just misses downstairs. So as soon as we say that, Richie.
Yeah, that's 5 in a row breaking balls to start, though. So there's an apparent goal here to throw backwards to the Wolverines.
Gets a swing and a miss there to even the count at 1-1 to Nardone, hitting .232 on the year. I love the balance in the middle of this order. Keller with 20 RBIs, 22 for Aaron Lake, 18 for Nardone, and 20 for Mills, who's in the on-deck circle. Again, if you're just joining us, no Aaron Lake, at least for the time being. After 2 pitches, felt something in the back and unable to continue. He is out of the game. Nate Kennedy has come in relief and retired the first 6 batters he has faced. This one's popped fouled on the first base line in foul territory, and Crawford unable to get to it. Tough play there near the fence. Count now 1-2.
Yeah, tough play there for Breyer, but a little hesitation. With Neshannock here, they have a large warning track. It's pebbles or dirt, whatever you want to call it. So when you get there, you're going to feel it and know it. Breyer, he was still significantly in the grass. Just got a little nervous about the fence. You just got to trust your footing, trust your feel there, and go out for that one. Probably a ball he'd like to have back.
Yeah, a little more room here than you have at Mohawk or at Elwood City. Not nearly as much as you have, though, at Seneca Valley. That's where Neshannock is playing right now, and they trail 1-0 to Freedom. That's also a section rematch in Class 2A between the Lancers and the Bulldogs. We'll keep you updated on that one. 2-2 pitch, fouled off and out of play.
Yeah, and for me as a pitcher, when you see a hitter that is that far behind your fastball, you just got to stick to it and just challenge him with it. I'd like to see him go arm side, so inside to a right-handed hitter here to attack.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball, hit hard, but right at the shortstop. Pizzulo throw to first in plenty of time. So 3 of the first 4 outs made with ground outs to short.
Yeah, and so what I mean there is why you want to stay hard is you're just speeding the barrel up. So, yes, they got him out there, but that was a laced ground ball, 1 hopper to short, where you could see he was right on time to it, just wasn't level throughout the zone. So that's something Mohawk's going to want to think about later for Nardone's next AB is just challenge him with fastballs.
First pitch breaking ball catches the top of the zone here to Cam Mills. What a fantastic year both Mills and Biondi, who's in the on-deck circle, the 2 freshmen have had here, Rich. Freshman getting it done early. And here's another hard shot and a leaping catch made. Guess who? It's the shortstop, Vinny Pizzulo. A couple hard-hit balls, but Vinny P taking care of business there at the 6th spot.
Playing a great game defensively so far. How many putouts is that for him? What would we say?
3 assists and the 1 putout there, right?
3 assists, 1 putout. Really good for him so far. Playing on turf like Mohawk does at their home field, so nothing out of the ordinary here for Vinny.
Gino Biondi now to the plate. 381 hitter. He and Mills, who hits 333, have been wonderful additions. And, after some hiccups early, like any freshman getting into varsity time, playing in the infield, you're going to have a few errors, but they've played very, knock on wood, clean baseball in the second half of the year. Rolled over again to short. This time a throw on the run from Pizzulo. Make it 5 out of 6 taken care of by the junior shortstop. A 1-2-3 second inning. We're scoreless through 2 here from Kirkwood Field. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County Sports and an NFHS network.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Top of the third inning here on the Lawrence County SportsNet and on the NFHS network. Scoreless between Elwood City and Mohawk, the 3-seed Wolverines, the 11-seeded Warriors. And Nate Kennedy about to start his third inning of work. Both these pitchers doing a good job of mixing the speeds and the locations. A couple of hard-hit balls, but a couple atom balls, too. We've seen really good defense more than anything so far here in the early going, Rich.
Yeah, that's just the name of the game from the pitching perspective, which you're going to hear me talk about basically all day. It's just attack, get ahead. Both pitchers are doing a phenomenal job of it here. Just got to keep doing what you're doing.
Off-speed pitch to get Peters for strike one. It's Peters, Crawford, and Hart, the 7-8-9 hitters due up for Coach Mariano in his 8th season, or 8th year, I should say, 7th season officially at the helm of the Warriors. And what a turnaround he's made to this program. His first year, 1-15.
Wow.
But then made it to the WPIAL Championship in 2022, a couple section titles, and just good battles basically every game that they are a part of. 0-2 pitch, misses upstairs, count now 1-2 to Peters, hitting .271 on the year. In the series against Elwood City, walked 3 times in that second game, the one played at Mohawk. Called strike 3 here, though, freezes Peters on the outside corner with the breaking ball.
Yeah, Jackson can't take both of those. The last one he got away with, 50-50, the umpire gave it to him. Second one, you see spin, he just buckled his knees there. Can't take both of those in a game like this.
That'll be now Briar Crawford to the plate. Had an RBI suicide squeeze in the first round win over Deer Lakes. Takes a called strike 1. He was the starting pitcher on Thursday as well, Richie, and threw a gem. Gave up 3 runs really in the latter stages of the ball game, but scattered 7 hits, looked good pitch to contact, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Got the job done, just 80-some pitches.
Yeah, I think we might see Briar later this game on the mound.
1-2 now the count. And yeah, that was kind of the question. Yeah, I'm glad they moved these games back to be Tuesday and Wednesday to give both teams, all the teams across the WPIAL a chance to get one more extra day. So if they chose to bring a player back, it wouldn't be on 3 days rest, it would be on 4. Called strike 3, froze him on the outside corner again.
Yeah, and that's going to be one of my biggest complaints against the WPIAL is, number one, how can you allow a starting pitcher to come back on 3 days rest and throw 100 pitches?
Mm-hmm.
And then my second one is, and I think we talked about this last year, why do you get 5 extra pitches for playoffs? Like, what is that doing for your arm? What's the math behind it? What's the science behind it? What is that 5 going to do? I just think it's so flawed and so bad.
First pitch downstairs to Connor Hart for ball 1. The official or unofficial reasoning for it is they claim, hey, it's warmer outside, and you're more into the season. You can go an extra 5 pitches. Yeah, okay, 5 pitches means a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot warmer today.
Yeah, very warm outside today. I'll tell you what, the fielding red hot for both of these teams, though. Another 1-2-3 inning to retire the side for Mohawk. To the bottom of the third we go. We're going to keep it right here as it's Maley Minute time on the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP. And go ahead, Rob and Tell, put me on the clock as we take a look at what we got going on in the softball realm. Yesterday, Elwood City and Mohawk, both victorious. So guess what? Mohawk versus Elwood City in the semifinals for 3A softball right here at Neshannock at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Mohawk come from behind to defeat Southmoreland 8-6 yesterday. Elwood City, a big start to the game against McGuffey, defeated the Highlanders 8-0. The other side of that bracket is South Park against Avonworth. Neshannock continues their winning ways, a 14-2 Mercy Rule win over Apollo Ridge. They will take on the Bentworth Bearcats. They defeated Shenango yesterday 3-1, a leadoff home run, the only run of the game for Zoe Yaffe and the Shenango Wildcats. Laurel suffered a tough defeat. They lost 11-1 to Riverside, a team that they had beaten 9-0 and 8-0 in the regular season. So the Panthers, the 11 seed, advancing to take on Chartiers-Houston in the semifinals tomorrow. By the way, Neshannock going to be playing at North Allegheny at 7 o'clock for that game. Union has the first game at North Allegheny. They defeated Jeanette last night 10-0. They will take on Jefferson Morgan. The other side of the bracket, Carmichaels and West Green. There's your Maley Minute, brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, keeping you in the game as we keep you informed of what's happening across the WPIAL softball. And a real quick post-it note on that, shout out to Wilmington softball because they got a huge win yesterday as well. 5-1, the 7-seeded Greyhounds took down Cochranton, so they're going to get to the District 10 semifinals. They play on Thursday And every time I say somebody's playing tomorrow or Thursday, just, put a big asterisk by that, Richie, because, well, put it this way. Don't go be looking at the forecast anytime soon.
Yeah, not looking good the rest of this week. But for Bobby here, 7 batters, 7 breaking balls to start, 5 of 7 for a strike. We're down here at the bottom with a sophomore up to bat, hitting 293. I'll be interested to see how many times we continue to spin here first pitch, if we're just going to attack and unleash the fastball. But it's working, so he's probably going to stick to it. Second time through, probably going to see more fastballs to start the ABs. But, I mean, if the breaking ball's working to start and the Wolverines aren't hitting it, then you're just going to continue until they prove you wrong.
So Cuevas, Landis, and Biscup, the 8-9-1 hitters. Another breaking ball, and this one misses inside for ball 1. Go ahead and let's look again at the revised batting order here with the substitution of Lake now out of the game and Kelly in at the cleanup spot as Michael Cuevas misses upstairs to him again. 2-0 the count. Cuevas hitting 293 on the year. Quick moving pace. Both pitchers have been efficient here in the first 2 innings, and this one's roped down the third base and past Cam O'Lear for a leadoff single. First hit of the game for the Elwood City Wolverines.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there, starting off with the breaking ball. Then you get to see the fastball. So 2-0, no outs, no one on. For me as a hitter, I'm just going to try and time up that fastball. The only thing I would like to see different there was probably having the third baseman there and Cam a little deeper. He's way up in on the green. 2-0 count. Again, he's speedy, but I don't know.
And now having to play up with the 9-hitter and the lefty Sam Landis, probably having to expect some small ball. On the other side, Elwood City was able to take a Mohawk bunt attempt into a double play. Can they execute? And that's what, talking to both coaches, it was, real simple. Who's going to make a big play? Both these teams are fundamental. They're going to make the plays more often than not, but it's who's going to make the big play when it matters the most. Squaring is Landis, and he lays it down. It'll be taken by Fadden. Only play will be to first. Sacrifice executed. Throw behind at second, and just barely getting a hand back in there was Cuevas, but Landis gets the job done, 1-4 on the sacrifice.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want from your 9-hitter. Get that runner advance a second, going back to your leadoff hitter, kid that's hitting 300, guy on second base. Again, the only job here for your leadoff hitter, Jacob, is just to get that base runner to third. So you've seen a lot of breaking balls so far. Let it travel, beat it to the spot, like where it's going to break. Hit that ground ball to second base, just move the runner 90 feet.
So now with that in mind, second time through the order, are you changing what you're doing as a pitcher here in terms of how you are attacking these hitters?
Well, not too much because they haven't done anything. I mean, they have
just that one hit.
Just one hit, so I'm not going to change much at all, no. Maybe not spin 8 of 9 first pitches. I might try and balance that out a little bit more, but still, I'm just going to continue what I'm doing until they prove that they can beat me or better than me. So far, the Wolverines and the Warriors, both sides, have not done that.
Yeah, 7 first pitch strikes thrown as well for Fadden through the first 9 batters, also showing the efficiency. There's your inside move. Getting back safely there is Cuevas going to second. Right now, Mohawk really not doing a lot working the runner at second base either. Able to get a pretty sizable lead there as the sophomore at second base.
No, and Jackson, Chapman, the Point Park commit, one of the best Division II schools in the country nowadays. Talking to Bobby here, telling him that he's not bunting.
Breaking ball in the dirt and throw behind at second, and it's going to be able to get back in as Hart had to kind of throw it from his knees. But a huge secondary lead there from Cuevas, nearly got him caught too far off.
Yeah, and that's a really good job of communication there by Jacob. Like I just pointed out, he's going to Point Park. I looked last week. I think they were number 20 in the country in Division II. This year they're not eligible to move on to the regionals, super regionals, and so forth. But that's a team, once they get their eligibility since moving up, that's a bright future for that kid and a great home for Jacob. I'm really excited for him.
1-0 pitch misses upstairs for ball 2. I still don't like that. Of the year you move up, you can't qualify for the playoffs. I mean, I don't know. I get why they're doing that, but that just feels like a very rough way to say, hey, you just joined the league coming from a lower league, so you can't participate in the playoffs.
Now, if you move up, like Point Park did from 3 to 2, I think you should be able to. But
absolutely.
Look at St. Francis that's going from 1 to 3. They got to flush out every kid they have. So then I understand it if you're going from Division 1 to Division 3, but not from going up.
I mean, yeah, you look at James Madison football. I mean, they were a top 25 ranked team at one point but couldn't play in a bowl game. As pickoff move, able to get back there at second is Cuevas.
Yeah, that was a timing play. That comes straight from the catcher there, Connor. So When he comes set, he's just staring at the catcher. Any flick of the glove, a lot of times it's just going to be dropping the glove down, just a jump spin, always going glove sign, throwing through the base there too. Probably one of your best athletes.
2-1 the count. Yeah, Chapman now holding at second. Hustles back to the position. Line drive. It's going to be taken on a hop by Pizzulo. Lost it. Got it back. Low throw and unable to snag it at first is Crawford. It'll get back to the fence. Rounding third hard is Cuevas now, but he's going to hold at third. 2 on in scoring position with 1 down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by the base runner there. He kind of stopped in his tracks to get in the way of Vinny there. So basically you're just losing sight of that ball for a split second. Any vision loss is going to result in that. Then on top of it, you get a one hopper that eats off your chest. That's just really tough.
UPMC trip to the mound coming here for Mohawk. UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services. You can schedule an appointment at any of the 4 Lawrence County locations, giving them a call at 724-983-7000. You mentioned Point Park, where Chapman's going to be going, and them having one of the top baseball programs. Got to give a shout out to the esports group. Is it national champions? Is that or regional champions? Conference champions? Whatever the official section, region, whatever they officially call it for the esports there at Point Park. But first time ever. Big shout out to our producer and camerawoman here today, Leah Verdi, doing that.
NFHS.
Yeah, we were only able to get video for 1 location per day, so we got 2 video broadcasts for free here at Neshannock High School. If you're trying to find a Neshannock Freedom game, you can get audio on YouTube.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bobby go from the stretch here.
Yeah, winding up with bases loaded, infield playing in, and no force at home, but he does get a strike 1 at the knees to Kennedy.
Well, we're 11 batters in, and that's the first fastball he's thrown on the first pitch. That's an impressive run there. People don't understand how rare that actually is.
0-1 to count. Another fastball. This one's lifted down the right field line. This could be trouble, but it is hooking foul.
Yeah, and as the right fielder there, you actually want to probably let that one fall because even if you catch that base runner from third is scoring. So I'd rather go for a strikeout or a ground ball to the middle or even a ball in play that I have a chance to throw him out on, like on a ball hit to the outfield. So I love the hustle out there from our right fielder, Jackson, but probably want to let that one go. Now, 0-2, you got to be black or better, so above the hands, below the knees, white line to white line here for Bobby. Nothing for your hitter, just stay in the zone.
0-2, and he does the job. He gets it out to deep left center field, tracking back and making the catch in left field is Cash Stratton, but they're actually going to get a tag up into third base as well. Your first RBI of the game, your red zone, or excuse me, your Toshiba RBI there for the Elwood City Wolverines.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there from Nate. Hanging breaking ball 0-2, like we just said, above the hands, below the knees. It was not. It was belt high, probably even waist high. I mean, that's a pitch you just dream about getting as a hitter. You have to get that ball elevated.
First pitch swinging and fouling off is Jordan Keller.
So Bobby, you're going to want that one back definitely when he rewatches this game or talks about this one later. And then, again, like I said, Nate, just down 0-2, put the ball in play. Get a hanging breaking ball. Did exactly what you're taught to do.
That one hits Keller.
Well, and here we go again with Matt coming up to bat in place of Aaron Lake. Wasn't slated to start this game. Up again, guys, first and third, 2 outs. Big scenario here for maybe potentially the unsung hero of this game.
He's got it all lined up for him.
Look for some chaos here from the Wolverines. Maybe a balk move. Base runner could go and stop halfway. Something's going to happen here. Especially with a hitter that is not a regular in your lineup.
Yeah, you're going to find
something's coming.
Now, if you're Mohawk, are you willing to let that go, especially with you got Keller already with a stolen base, or are you trying to punch him out?
That's tough. I don't want any more runs. Got it. Okay.
Adam leaning on the third to first move, but does get back.
Yeah, probably going to see some action here. Although it's a fastball pitch. Maybe wait one more pitch.
1-0 runner does not go, and here's a soft liner, but right at O'Lear at third base for the third out of the inning. But a run across for the Wolverines, a run on a hit and an error, and two runners left stranded on the bags. 1-0, Elwood City through 3 innings. Back at LC Sportsnet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Well, first 9 batters retired in order. There was a hit and a double play in there, but now Mohawk trailing 1-0, and the top of the order coming to the plate. First pitch is going to hit Chapman. He'll get on base the hard way. Well, if you're Mohawk, it's whatever it takes at this point. Getting the leadoff man on. Chapman now a team high 5 times. He's been plunked on the year. Also has a team high 11 walks. He's only hitting .373, but an on-base percentage over .500. And now we'll see sophomore Drew Rona. Will he square a bunt? Not on the first pitch, at least. Taken for strike 1. Rona gets the call from not Coach Mariano. Mariano's at first. Breaking ball, lifted, fouled on the third base line, giving chase, and it's going to run out of real estate and go out of play. You can see Cam Mills lost his lid, gives us a chance to give a shout-out. The team decided to go blonde after the regular season, a little team camaraderie. How did you feel about that with a tradition like that? I remember we went with Mohawks after one of our seasons heading into the postseason after winning a section title. Did you have any team things like that when you were here at Neshannock, Rich?
So not when I was in high school. In college, we did mustaches when we went down south.
0-2 pitch lifted in the right center field, and that's going to fall in for a single. Chapman will look like he's going to go first to third, ends up holding at second base. Good piece of hitting with 2 strikes. Really wasn't a bad pitch. He was up out of the zone, just Rona able to take it and lift it into the outfield for a hit.
No, it was elevated. Again, probably a pitch that Nate's going to want back. So far, there's been 2 mistakes in this game, and they've both come from the pitchers on 0-2 pitches, something that I know saw Coach Matt DeSalvo in the Mohawk dugout. I know coaches for Elwood over there, Chris Wise, they preach that stuff, so some mental mistakes happening on the mound.
First pitch swinging Pizzulo. He gives this one a ride down the left field line. Over the batting cages in left field. If that's fair, it's gone, but it's just a long strike.
Yeah, and so as a pitcher here, when you get a long foul ball like that, something that's barreled, you got to go to a different pitch or different location. So here I'm probably going to challenge up and in, but that's okay.
Goes on the outer half, and it's going to be off the plate. Evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, so basically as a pitcher, you're just always trying to change eye levels or going out to in, up or down, what tunnel. So what looks the same for about the first 50 to 55 feet, you always want to have something different playing off of that.
The 1-1 from Kennedy is going to be popped up back. Keller, lots of room, about 60 feet behind home plate, but needed more than that. It will go out of play.
Yeah, so like I was saying there about the tunneling, that's a great sequence there from our pitcher. So he goes with the fastball, glove side, fastball, like away from a right-handed hitter. So what plays off of that is a slider. Slider looks the same as a fastball for about the first 55 feet. Then the spin, the rotation of the baseball and everything, your pressure points, will pull it away from the hitter. It's just a great job there.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Repeat it.
1-2 he does. It's going to be chopped down to third baseline. Great play by Mills to slide, get it, collect, and step on third base to get the lead runner. Fielder's choice, 5 unassisted. And there it is. That's a play that, truth be told, beginning of the year, Cam Mills probably doesn't make. And he's feeling it. Kind of almost did a split as he was sliding to get that ball on the turf.
Yeah, that's a potential game-saving play there over there at third base. Not a great piece of hitting there from Vinny. Probably an AB he's going to want back. All you got to do is advance the runners. You don't need a hit. We got to get that guy on second in a scoring position. It's getting later in this game. You can't wait.
First pitch misses outside for Fadden for ball 1. And what you're saying there is that if he's able to poke that the other way, you're at least getting a runner 90 feet away.
Yep. Play for the name on the front, not on the back. Got to get the runner moved up. Something that could hurt the Warriors in the end.
1-0 pitch, and this one is taken the other way. Diving stop made by Biondi at second base. How about the freshman getting it done? First Mills at third, now Biondi at second. A couple Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game nominations right there.
Yeah, not to keep harping on Vinny, but if he gets that runner moved up, there's a run. We got a tie ball game instead. Still 1-0, although there's guys on second and third with Cam O'Lear, pretty good hitter here for the Warriors up to bat.
O'Lear had 2 RBI in Game 2 against Elwood City in the section series this season. Watch the first pitch, breaking ball, 4 strike 1.
Yeah, 3 pitches to Cam so far, 3 breaking balls, hit into that 2-6-5-6 double play last time he was up. So you can be careful here as a pitcher. First base is open. Probably going to spin again.
He does. It misses off the plate. Evens the count at 1-1. Cash Stratton in the on-deck circle, hoping he gets a chance to swing here. 2 in scoring position, 2 down. Mohawk facing a 1-0 deficit here to the Wolverines. Breaking ball right back through the box, and it's going to get out into center field. Tying run is in. Here comes the go-ahead run, and he will score with a head-first slide. Cam O'Lear makes up for the double play with a 2-run, 2-out single.
Great piece of hitting. First fastball he saw of the day, laces it right back up the middle, did exactly what he's taught to do. Hunt the fastball, stay on it the whole time.
Toshiba RBI. Give Dale a call at 412-290-2156 for your printer output device and digital workflow solutions, or visit business.toshiba.com. Click Find a Dealer near you. Now a 2-1 advantage.
Yeah, and for Elwood here, we're just looking to stop the bleeding, meaning it's got to stay here. It's a 1-run ball game. Cannot balloon any more than 2-1.
Cass Stratton had an impressive feat earlier in the year. Doubleheader on the same day, hits a home run in both games. Nah, that's not the impressive part. He hit for a cycle in Game 1 against Beaver Falls.
Wow.
This one in the Pebbles. Good job to hang on to it there from Keller. Runner O'Lear will stay. Good breaking ball there. Count now 1-2 to Stratton, hitting .377 on the season.
Yeah, this is an action pitch probably for the Wolverines. I'll bet you that base runner's moving. 1-2, probably going to see some spin. Good time to move.
O'Lear not going. Fastball upstairs, 2-2. So don't listen to Mr. Saragnese here.
Yep, my mistake.
Well, that's the thing, though. If you, as a coach or an analyst, are thinking, hey, this is what I'm thinking right now, coaches might say, hey, they're thinking that. Let's switch it up. Now he goes back to the breaking ball, fouled off by Stratton. Two balls, two strikes, two down. Misses inside. Count runs full, and now we can say for sure O'Leary will be off and running. Good pitch there from Kennedy, as you like there, Serge, but a good job by the batter to hold off.
That was a good spot. Tough miss. Hold your ground.
And with that, are you cool with holding on the runner still at this point, or would you rather be in a good defensive position if you're Nardone at first and play behind the runner, knowing he's going to be moving anyway?
I want to hold, just because I want to have the ability to pick off.
This one misses downstairs. 4-4. Serge says, wow, but it is tough to tell from our vantage point. We are elevated. It's tougher to see exactly the height on that one. I think that one missing just downstairs.
Yeah, some big league takes there from Cash in 2 pitches. I know it's tough for us. We're a little bit elevated, a little farther back than we might have been at Shenango when we did that game. But some really good takes, some tough misses there for Nate.
I'll tell you what, being at Shenango, I would trust your judgment of the zone when we're at Shenango or we're at Laurel than even our typical home plate umpires. I would trust Richie's judgment every time. All right, not every time, says producer
Maybe
Rob
not
Mattel. First pitch in there for strike one to Jackson Peters, the senior.
I tend to favor the pitchers a little bit.
Another one on the outside corner for strike two. You're saying you're giving 2 or 3 balls on each corner?
Probably a ball and a half to 2, I would say. Can't go more
Who gives you the better zone, though, Rich Saragnese or Jake Swope?
Oh, Jake was pretty good back there.
The 0-2. Off the end of the bat towards second base. Biondi will take it there. Fires on the first to complete the out and the inning. But Mohawk responds. 2 runs on a pair of hits and a walk and a hit batsman in there as well. 2 runners left on the bases. Mohawk takes a 2-1 advantage. Back in a moment. You're watching on NFHS Network and Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Mia Pruz as the April Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after throwing a perfect game and 3 no-hitters in April, averaging 13 strikeouts per game. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Elwood City's Aaron Lake as the April Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month, after starting the year 6-0 with a 0.62 earned run average. Congratulations and best of luck to Elwood City's Aaron Lake and Union's Mia Pruz, the April Red Zone Athletes of the Month. Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
We have defensive changes for the Mohawk Warriors, so we'll take a look at the new defensive alignment here for the Mohawk Warriors. Defensive alignment brought to you by Medor Bonner Law. Make sure you have the best defense behind you at MedorBonnerLaw.com, a community firm with personal connection and individualized service. Your new pitcher is Briar Crawford, going to move from first base to the mound through the complete game with giving up just 2 runs, or excuse me, giving up 3 runs in the game against Deer Lakes. 2 of them were earned. He will go to the mound. Fadden will go from the mound to second base, and Jackson Chapman will shift over to first base. We'll get you the final numbers here on Fadden in a moment. Through 43 pitches, 1 hit, 1 unearned run, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout in the game for Fadden, and he is the pitcher of record through 3 innings as well. His first pitch swinging is Nardone. It's Nardone, Mills, and Biondi due up here for Elwood City, trailing for the first time today, 2-1.
Yeah, and looking through the stats here, Wade Breyer, he's thrown the most innings for the Mohawk Warriors. He is their guy on the mound. 35 innings so far. Now, the one number that I'm a little worried about here seeing from Breyer is 33 walks in 35 innings, so that's going to be the key for him today is not giving up the free pass. Just got to attack, trust your defense.
He did a great job of that in the game against Deer Lakes, throwing 2 strikeouts, pitch to contact, only 2 walks allowed in that game as well. Now has a 2-1 count, though, against Nardone. (2-1) catches the inside corner, count even at 2-2. Chris Wise is 5th year coaching at third base. Brad Welsh coaches down at first. How about this? This is game number 1,513 all time for Elwood City. Yes, we have crazy guys who are willing to find those statistics for us.
Yeah, and like I talked about earlier, I believe it was when Elwood was in the field, when a pitcher throws a ball past a hitter like that, and you were that late where the foul ball was not even making it to first base, you're that late, you just got to stick with it, just attack again. Breyer's really deceptive from that arm slot up by his ear. Looks like he's throwing it.
And gets him to chase there on the high cheddar. First strikeout in relief for Crawford.
Yeah, like I'm saying, this is going to be tough for the Wolverines to pick up on a guy like Breyer that hides the ball well, meaning you don't see that ball until his left foot hits the ground, basically. It's the last second. So that's going to cut the amount of time that you have to read the pitch, see what it is in half. As long as he can throw strikes, this might be a challenge here for the Wolverines.
Cam Mills now to the plate, and you can see now also part of it. We'll talk about it after this. First pitch to Mills is going to be check swing and grounder towards short, taken there by Pizzulo. Able to retire Mills for the second out of the inning. But what I was going to say there, Richie, is you also see now why you throw Fadden, who's kind of a junk pitcher in the first 3 innings. Now you got somebody with a lot more gas. Now that, maybe 80-mile-an-hour fastball feels even 5 or 6 miles an hour faster.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting on these hitters pretty quickly here, and I actually brought my pocket radar with me, so I'll be able to tell you how hard Breyer was throwing. All these pitchers I brought it today because I wanted to see where Aaron Lake was at. I was told he's about 85, 86. In warm-ups when he was going, I knew something was wrong because he was about 74. So I knew right off the bat something was off there.
So when you were warming up, either in high school or college, were you giving your full velocity or 90%, or what would you normally be throwing?
It's all different. As a bullpen guy, so when I got to Cal U, I was in the bullpen for 5 years. I was closer, setup man. At that point, I'm getting out there and I'm ripping it, so I'm full blast there. But if I'm a starter, no, it's probably 75% maximum, and it's going to decrease as the game goes on.
Went fouled off, makes the count 1-2 to Biondi.
Yeah, a lot of pitchers are different. Who was I watching the other day? Oh, I was at the PAC championship game. Grove City was playing Westminster, and Grove City's starting pitcher was throwing 1 warm-up pitch in between innings. I've never seen that before. Normally you take your 5, but I thought 1 was a little extreme.
1-2 pitch lifted to shallow right field. Good read from Jackson Peters, comes sprinting in and makes the catch to retire the side in order. Mohawk with a 2-1 advantage through 4 innings of play. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet and NFHS Network.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Congratulations to our April LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Girls Track and Field as April's LCAP Team of the Month after winning their first section title in 40 years and qualifying for the WPIAL Championships. Congratulations to Coach Heather McKissick and the Laurel Track and Field team, your April LCAP Team of the Month.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Top of the fifth inning, Mohawk now with a 2-1 advantage. We have a quick Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard for you, as it's a 3-0 lead for Freedom, the 8 seed leading top seed in Neshannock. That's in the bottom of the third inning. Now in the fourth inning, thank you there, Leah. First pitch swinging is Briar Crawford for strike one. That's 1 versus 8, the 8 seed leading the number 1 seed Lancers. Here it's the 11 seeded Mohawk Warriors ahead of the 3 seed Elwood City here at the midway point. Swing and a miss for strike 2, 1-2 the count. Nate Kennedy has been
dealing.
Yeah, I mean, other than the 2-out hit, I mean, really even go back earlier, an 0-2 pitch that was up at the eyes. That's a hit on a pitch you'd like to have back, but really kind of hit his spot where he wanted it, out of the zone. You know, other than those, he's been pretty solid and induces a pop fly here. Going back is Cuevas, now comes up and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, I mean, he's been lights out. Looking back on it here, he's made 2 mistakes. To start the, third inning there, he hit the leadoff hitter with the breaking ball after getting ahead of almost every hitter so far. And then it follows up the hit by pitch with an 0-2 single. So 2 mistakes, 2 runs in the playoff games. The margin for error is legitimately that small.
9-hitter Connor Hart, he lines this one to center field. Cuevas, a diving catch! Toughest play to make as an outfielder is the line drive right at you. And Cuevas putting on a clinic out there in center field.
Yeah, that was impressive. I mean, full extension, going head first for the baseball there. And that's a tricky one because if you don't catch that ball gets behind you, the base runner's probably on third.
So first 2 outs recorded in the inning. Top of the order, Jackson Chapman now coming to the plate. The 1-0 pitch misses away, 2-0 the count. I will say this, as a former center fielder, you also know you trust in your outfield, but you also know that grass a little bit longer, even if it does get by you. I think double might be the most that you would have given up on that play.
Jackson's going to want that one back.
Swung out of his shoes, but swung at something out of the zone. Two and 1 to count. Kennedy dealing on the mound. Gets a half swing there from Chapman as well. Count now even at 2-2.
Repeat it. You get a full that bad. I'm going to throw that again, but probably a ball or 2 more glove side. Shaking them off.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. He comes with the fastball, and it's going to be one hopped to the third baseman. Mills able to get the glove on it, but unable to snag it. Hard hit ball. How are you going to rule that one there, Richie?
I'm probably going to go air just because it hit his glove. I hate to do it,
yeah.
But my question there is the depth you're playing. There's 2 strikes, 2 outs, no one on, and he was even with the baseline?
Yeah, maybe a step behind.
Yeah, I'd like to see where he is now. Probably 2 or 3 steps behind. Then it's a long hop instead of a short hop there. Should be pretty simple. So we're going to go E5.
E5 it is. That's probably one that if we look at the Mohawk game changer, they'll probably say, nah, that was a hit. Elwood City will say, nah, that was an error. I'm going with Coach Ritchie on that one for sure.
What does Rob Nattel think?
Yeah. No one cares.
Oh, I care. It's a baseball savant.
Absolutely. Production savants over here between him and Leah Verdi. Great stuff. Our whole crew here going to multiple games. I think we were at 4 different venues for games on Thursday last week. 3 different venues yesterday. This one roped down the first base line, but just foul off the bat of Drew Rona. Singled and scored in the 4th, and that one foul by just a couple of inches. Coach Mariano replacing the divot over there.
Yeah, and for Nate, he's up 0-2. We know his one of the two mistakes he's made today was on an 0-2 pitch. First time through.
And it was to Rona.
Yeah, Rona. We have an L4, a single up the middle. This is why, as a right-handed hitter, you have to have that change-up ball that's going to run arm side away from a left-handed hitter. 0-2. Even if he steals with an arm side pitch, you can still get him. Good pitch to run on.
I was thinking maybe a pitch out and kind of a pseudo one there as Chapman will retreat. He does have 7 swiped bags on the year.
Good time to move. But he is quick to the plate. Let's time him and see what he is here.
1 ball, 2 strike to count. Runner does go, breaking ball, back at the middle. Nice backhanded play by Kennedy on the bump. A little PFP for Nate Kennedy to get the 1-3 out to end the inning. Keeps it a 2-1 Mohawk advantage heading to the bottom of the 5th inning on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the NFHS Network.
I'm Kevin Sapp. I'm president of the Mohawk Education Association. We are one of the sponsors for the Lawrence County SportsNet. We would like to take a moment to wish all of Lawrence County student athletes health and safety as they compete. In particular, we would like to wish luck to all of Mohawk student athletes as they represent our school with pride.
That was awesome.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Mohawk with a 2-1 advantage. Briar Crawford about to start his 2nd inning of relief. He'll take on the 8-9-1 hitters, Cuevas, Landis, and Biscup. Michael Cuevas swings and misses for strike 1. He scored the lone run of the game for Elwood City and certainly has one of the many play of the game nominations that we've seen here so far for the Warriors. Or for the Wolverines, excuse me, in relief. How about this one? Little stumble out in right field. Jackson Peters able to recover and make the catch in the hearts and the throats of Warriors fans there for a moment, but he is able to snag it for the first out.
And Briar doing a great job so far, just attacking the zone. He's only thrown 13 pitches. I only have him at 3 balls so far. So if he's just going to continue like we talked about, as soon as he came in with his numbers, his walk numbers, that's something I was not aware of. 35 innings, 33 walks is not great, if we're being honest. But so far, he's doing a phenomenal job.
And gets a first pitch ground ball to second base. Fadden to Chapman. 3 pitches, 2 outs.
Yeah, just got to trust your defense. This beautiful ballpark here, turf infield, beautiful outfield here. Like you said, high grass. The ball's not really going to go anywhere once it hits the ground out there. And then for Briar here, 3rd in a hurry. Just got to attack. But on the other side for Jacob, maybe see a pitch or two, see if we can get a ball or something different from Briar. Wolverines got to change their approaches.
Biscup reached on an error in the 3rd, but was stranded at 3rd. Watch the first pitch in the Pebbles for ball 1. Yeah, both these teams played at North Allegheny back-to-back on Thursday last week, and nothing against North Allegheny. Beautiful field, but it's not going to get the true hop that you get on the turf here at Neshannock. And did you pitch at North Allegheny during your runs?
No, I don't think we ever played there.
Yeah, it's incredible because it feels every Lawrence County team ends up down that way. But that mound, we've actually gone with a tape measure and measured it because it feels like it is 2 feet high. It was the exact correct number, maybe an inch off. That was it. But it was not nearly – it's just very deceptive, and you saw that with a lot of walks in both games yesterday. Pitchers dealing here, another 1-2-3 inning for Crawford as Biscup lines out to Fadden to end the frame. Through 5 innings, 2-1, the lead for Mohawk. Back in a moment. You're watching on NFHS Network and the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Your first pitch delivery was brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Stay refreshed by enjoying hot or cold water at the click of a button, or enjoy a cup of water with their bottom loading water cooler options. I haven't had any courtesy runners yet today, but they are brought to you by Axe. Axe is here to get you there. Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service, open to the public, taking people to work, play, anywhere they want to go. Give them a call at 724-652-5588. Score still remains 3-0, now in the top of the fifth. Freedom leading Neshannock. In the other game, you can watch that on NFHS Network. Listen for free here on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. 3-4-5 hitters up, and Pizzulo hits this one deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone, and it's gone. A moonshot of a home run for Vinny Pizzulo, his fifth dinger of the year. No doubt it was clear in the yard. It just was a question whether it would stay inside the left foul pole. And it did. A big insurance run. 3-1, Mohawk with the lead.
Yeah, that's just a hanging breaking ball. That's the third mistake of the day. And unfortunately, Nate had to pay for it. If that ball stayed fair, it was gone. That thing was crushed. Like I said earlier, you don't see many home runs here, but that one cleared the yard by quite a bit.
Yeah, that's basically what you typically need to do, is you need to hit one right down the line. Gave me flashbacks to Dante DeLillo hitting one like that here, a high, strong one down the left field line. This one to center field, tailing away from Cuevas, but he makes the adjustment and gets the catch to retire Fadden for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and like I referenced earlier, we always say in baseball, stop the bleeding, meaning it has to stop right here. We cannot let that 3 extend anymore. That could deflate the could deflate the Wolverines here. 3-1, 2 runs. Still got 2 at-bats. You're alive.
Camo Lair watched the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
For a kid that was not scheduled to pitch this game, I mean, I couldn't be more impressed with what Nate's doing out there on the mound.
Yeah, the pitch count has been very efficient. I mean, pitches per inning, 8, 10, 10, 23 in the fourth inning. And then coming here right now in the fifth, that was pitch number 70 on the day. The 0-2. Lifted towards right field, right at Matt Kelly. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Again, if you're just joining us, what Richie is talking about, two pitches into the game. Starting pitcher Aaron Lake, after he delivers that pitch, all of a sudden bends over on the mound, stretching the back. Something happened in the back. It's a back injury, we've been told. He comes out of the game. That's not only your starting pitcher, it's your top RBI man, your cleanup hitter, out of the game. Elwood City responded in a big way. I mean, Kennedy retired 8 of the first 9 he faced. In fact, the first 9 all gone down in order with a double play in there. They get a run to take the lead in the third. But then Mohawk Camo Lair, the 2-run single with 2 outs in the fourth, and then that moonshot home run from Pizzulo, making it now a 3-1 advantage for the 11-seeded Warriors. 1-1 breaking ball, chopped towards second base. Coming up and making a play is Biondi to retire Stratton. So the leadoff home run, But then 3 straight outs recorded. A big insurance run, though, for Mohawk as they now lead 3-1 heading to the bottom of the 6th on the Lawrence County SportsNet and NFHS Network.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my ex-driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
No two companies create the same way. Toshiba empowers the art of business by uniquely enabling businesses to work with tools designed specifically for them. In a constantly evolving world, business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Mohawk now with a 2-run lead after the Pizzulo home run in the top of the 6th. Kennedy, Keller, and Kelly coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning for Elwood City. First pitch in there for strike 1. Next one fouled off for strike 2. Crawford dealing now in his 3rd inning of relief. He's been solid, to say the very least, coming in relief here so far, Richie.
Yeah, he's been lights out. He's getting ahead of every batter, has command of the fastball.
That one he brings it up and in, but probably intentional. Where are you looking now after that 0-2 pitch up high?
Yeah, so for Breyer, he's a splitter guy, so the splitter tunnels off of that. Or you could just go breaking ball away. Either or is going to work.
Fastball away. It's going to be lifted towards right field. Coming in a couple of steps to make the catch is Peters for the first out of the frame.
Yeah, that'll work as well. Breyer, again, just getting ahead, trusting his stuff. Good misses on 0-2, not making the mistakes or anything just yet. Getting a little late here for the Wolverines.
Yeah, just 5 outs to play with now. Crawford coming in, the most innings thrown on the year. This is his 3rd. Yeah, significantly. 35 innings. Next one is Vinny Pizzulo at 24. But they've kind of been the 1-2 punch or the 2-1 punch, depending on which way they looked at it throughout the course of the regular season with the section series going on. This is the 3rd time he has come out of the bullpen on the season as well, where you look at Pizzulo, 7 appearances, all starting games. 0-1 pitch, chopped to second base. Fadden flips it over for the second out of the inning, and that is now 8 straight retired since Crawford has come in.
2 more pitches for Breyer. I believe he's at 23. Is going to burn him for tomorrow. I know we'll worry about tomorrow when we get there. Just throwing that out there. I mean, this is your guy. If he gets out of this, well, 2 pitches here, is there any thought to going to Vinny in the 7th?
Well, here's the thing, too, Rich. So think about the end of a game when you hit 100 pitches or 105 pitches, whatever, regular season or playoffs. You can finish the at-bat, and you credit back to the former number. It's the same at any level of the cutoff. So no matter what, if you get this guy out, yes, you can throw him in a game tomorrow.
Oh, boy. Well, if there's anyone that makes that decision that you want in Lawrence County, it's you have Matt DeSalva in your dugout down there. So whatever he says, I'm probably going to do. I mean, guy pitched for the Yankees, pitched for the Marlins, pitched in the Bigs. A guy I know really well. I mean, probably just leave it up to him to make that decision.
And he gets a 3-pitch strikeout to retire Matt Kelly as well. So Crawford comes in. He retires 9 straight. Questions maybe for what happens in the bottom of the 7th, but Mohawk's going to try to get some Insurance in the top half, leading 3-1 through 6, watching on LC SportsNet and on the NFHS network.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my ex driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
First pitch in there for a foul tip, strike one. Pinch hitter Dylan Deal hitting here for Peters in the top of the 7th inning with Mohawk leading 3-1 over Elwood City. 12 at-bats on the year for Deal, now faces an 0-2 count, but I believe it was an 0-2 count when he got the pinch hit walk-off single in the regular season finale, or the home finale, I should say, for Mohawk, but he is retired on 3 pitches here. Strikeout number 5 for Kennedy.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with what Nate's doing out there. For a kid that was not supposed to throw today, and then he goes out. I mean, he's made very, very minimal mistakes. He's only given up 3 runs. Like, we're talking like he's given up a lot more than that. He's throwing a ball game.
3 runs on only 4 hits as well. Keep that in mind.
Okay, fastball at 77.
Misses upstairs to Crawford.
What year is he?
Like most of this team, he's a junior. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Yeah, the starting lineup initially for Elwood City, 2 seniors, 4 juniors, a sophomore, and 2 freshmen. As Crawford swings and misses for strike 2. 1-2 to count for Kennedy, now at 80 pitches, by the way.
I think they have a trend on Breyer here. That's the 10th breaking ball he's seen in 3 at-bats. 11.
And now 11 is just over the head of Gino Biondi at short. And Crawford's going to get the 1-out single. Crawford came in hitting 167. We'll finally get our Axe courtesy runner. I believe that's Talon Swanson, who will be running at first base.
Probably going to see a bunt here.
9-hitter up, trying to get to the top of the order.
Yeah, just give your Point Park commit an opportunity with a runner in scoring position to extend that lead one more.
Yeah, Chapman, the senior in the on-deck circle, one of 3 seniors with Peters and Hart, who's at the dish, not squaring on the first pitch. Ball 1 missing away.
Okay. Good count to do it on 1-0. Meaning probably going to see a fastball, but Nate has great command of that slider all day. So he's been throwing it when he's down in counts. Not that he's been down much at all today, but now would be a good time to bunt.
And Hart goes over to talk with third base coach Malley because guess what? He didn't have the wrist coach, and he came over and said, sorry, coach. And at least they're able to get it out of the dugout now. And while they're at that, they're going to fix the equipment on catcher Jordan Keller.
Yeah, my guess is that's why he didn't swear around there.
Yeah. Are you a fan of the wrist coach, or do you prefer the old Coach Bub 10-year-long signs?
Yes and no. Pitching-wise, yes, I like it. It's a lot easier to signal catch signs to a catcher.
Mhm.
For me, as a base runner, I don't know. I like the old Coach Bub signs and everything.
That one breaks away. We call it the Coach Bub signs, not because we're here at Kirkwood Field, though that certainly helps, but both Richie and I playing for Coach Kirkwood back in the day, and the best was when you missed a sign, he would make you wait and take about 2 minutes to get the next sign, going through, wiping it off 5 times and starting again. Basically to prove a point, don't miss my sign. 1-1 or 2-0 pitch, lifted into shallow right field. Making the catch is Kelly, firing into first base, and he got him. Second double play retires the courtesy runner Swanson at first. So F9-3 to end the inning. Last chance time coming now.
Breyer's going back out.
Crawford's game to finish. We'll finish it as well when we return. 3-1 heading to the bottom of the 7th on the Lawrence County SportsNet and NFHS Network.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
More and more, people are consuming information on screens. Businesses that want to engage, educate, or entertain clients are turning to Toshiba to provide inspired communication with digital signage experiences that attract attention in novel and entertaining ways. Information needs to be managed to be effective, and organizations can trust Toshiba to provide solutions for improved workflow, which help to securely store, organize, and manage information, whether in digital or physical form. Toshiba, empowering the art of business. Business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. With smarter printing, you are unleashed. The office is wherever you are, and Toshiba makes it seamless to print whatever, wherever, and whenever. Our mobile printing applications allow you to print or scan to both Toshiba and third-party MFPs right from your mobile device. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
Last chance time for Elwood City. They send the 5, 6, 7 hitters to the plate. Nardone, Mills, and Biondi trailing 3-1, and we talked whether we would see Breyer Crawford out there. It is his game to finish. He retired the first 9 batters that he faced. First one he faced was Nardone, who he struck out in the 4th and gets a called strike 1 for the first pitch here.
Wolverines probably taking a strike here.
0-1 pitch driven towards right center field. On his horse is Drew Rona, and on his horse is Peters in right field, and he's going to make the running catch. Big first out. Nardone gave it a ride to the power alley, but the senior making the snag for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Mohawk probably no doubles, meaning just 2 or 3 steps deeper in the outfield. Lead off here, the batter really doesn't matter that much if they score or anything. It's okay. Just trying to minimize it, worry about the guy that's on deck. But for Breyer, just keep getting ahead. Good things are going to happen.
Does here as well. Another first pitch strike. I got that at 10 first pitch strikes so far.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
This one chopped foul on the third base line. 0-2 now the count. To Cam Mills, the freshman, 2 RBI and scored a run on Thursday. Right now just looking to put something in play to get the tying run to the plate.
Yeah, and Cam, 2 putouts, 2 shortstops so far, 0-2 pitcher. So it's got to be something glove side here from Breyer. Looks like it's going to be breaking ball, catcher's hitting the ground.
And it's going to be a cricket bowl is more what it's like.
I don't want to know what that was.
That's let's just go to the next pitch, Coach.
Yep. Flush it.
Now, when you were the pitcher and that happened, what's going through your mind? What are you doing? Do you go right back to the same pitch, or are you saying, let's try something else?
It's all dependent upon the hitter. So it looks like Breyer switched there. I'm guessing that was a breaking ball or a splitter that he spiked. Then he went fastball elevated. So here, no outs, or I'm sorry, 1 out, no one on. Probably just challenging with my best spin.
2-2. He does break off a breaking ball towards right field, and it's going to be in. Now going back and a diving attempt made. Can't get to it.
Late jump. Real late jump.
That's going to be at least 2, likely 3. Cam Mills will get in there with his first triple of the season. Like you said, that run really doesn't matter much, Richie, but it does bring the tying run to the plate.
It definitely does. That's a good spark that the Wolverines needed. But on the other hand, again, I'm thinking as a pitcher here. For Breyer, he gets to stay in the windup.
Yeah.
So not the worst thing. Obviously, you don't want to let up a triple there. I'm not sure what happened to right. I mean, he did not move until that ball was halfway in the air. I mean, it was almost out of the infield, and he still didn't move. So I'm not sure if he wasn't paying attention.
I think it just
lost it in the high sky.
Yeah, it could have been. It looked like it started right at him, but that ball was tailing towards the line.
Yeah, just for the Warriors, now we go to that no doubles defense where you got to be 1 or 2 steps closer to the line. You got to take 1 or 2 steps deeper in the outfield. All we care about is the hitter.
First pitch down in the dirt for ball 1 to Gino Biondi, 0 for 2 on the day.
Got a 6-3 and an L9, so really no trend so far. He's hit a fastball on both at-bats, so probably just going to keep attacking.
Another one downstairs, 2-0. This is the tying run at the plate, and the last thing you want to do is put him on base.
Yeah, and being patient here for the Wolverines. Looks like, I don't want to say he's rattled, but out of his groove a little bit.
Another one upstairs, so 3-0 the count. Michael Cuevas in the on-deck circle, and he's hit the ball well 2 times.
Yeah, and this is a good time for a mound visit here. Might want to send that guy that pitched for the Yankees out there.
Catches at top of the zone, 3-1 now. The count to Biondi, 13 ribbies on the year for the freshman.
Like to see a little more depth, a little closer to the lines from our corner infielders here from Mohawk. They are not no doubles.
Strike 2.
There you go.
Good job by Crawford coming back after falling down 3-0. Forced a full count pitch.
Here's our action pitch, 3-2 rule of thumb. You always start your best right now for Breyer. I think it's his fastball.
Payoff pitch. Gets him to chase up high for strike 3. Third strikeout in relief for Crawford, and now down to their final out. It's sophomore Michael Cuevas to the plate.
Yeah, laced a single on his first at-bat. F9 in his second at-bat. He's putting together some really good quality at-bats so far. So this is a good challenge here for both sides.
Runner on third doesn't matter, but it's the tying run at the plate with 2 down. Breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. Crawford came on in relief in the 4th, retired the first 10 batters he saw until the Cam Mills triple just 2 batters ago.
Auto take there.
Yeah, when you feel that the other team's doing that, is it just too tempting to groove one right down the middle?
I'm just doing it.
The 1-1. Check swing, and he went. Count now 1-2. Wolverines down to their final strike. Elwood defeated Mohawk twice in the regular season, both by 1 run. Mohawk trying to earn the biggest one here in the WPIAL quarterfinals. Called strike 3. Frozen with the breaking ball. Mohawk heading to the WPIAL semifinals with a 3-1 win.
What a performance from Breyer Crawford.
Comes in, retires 12 of the 13 batters he faced. He'll get the 4-inning save. Mohawk to the semifinals and to the state tournament as well. Elwood City, unfortunately, their season comes to an end. The 3 seed ousted in the quarters. We'll get you the full scoring recap when we return. 3-1 Warriors at lcsportsnet.com and the NFHS Network.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day.
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopleopole or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measel will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Tri-County Principals postgame show here in the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Your final score here, 3-1 Mohawk with the victory. They advance to the WPIAL semifinals. That means they're also in the state tournament, as all 4 semifinalists will get a bid into states here as well. Alongside Richie Saraganese, I'm James Dotson. It's, you're going to hear about a couple of the big sticks, but it is the big play on the bump, especially from Crawford coming in relief. Lights out, 12 outs out of the 13 that he faced, including back-to-back Ks to end the game here today. Just absolutely beautiful game by Briar Crawford.
Unbelievable performance from Briar. I mean, like when he took the mound to start the game, I talked about his walk ratio. Briar's a kid I know personally very well. I just worked with him on Sunday down at our baseball facility. I've been working with Briar for going on 3 years now. His key is when he's on, he's just not walking guys. And, I mean, he was lights out today. Command of the fastball, show the breaking ball in the zone, let the hitters chase it. Every now and then, let the splitter run arm side off of it. When Breyer's at his best, I mean, he's as good as there is out there, especially with that frame, how he hides the ball from his arm slot. Quite deceptive. I mean, what do we have here on the final line? 4 innings, 1 hit, no run, no walks, 4 strikeouts. I mean, that's just gutsy stuff from him. He knew going into the game that he was not starting. Most people would have expected him to start. Coach Mariano, Coach DeSalvo, they kind of roll the dice there, go with Bobby to start, get their 3 innings. Going into the game, they talk about 4 maximum is what we said before the game. Instead, they go 3 and just hand the ball to their guy. Just incredible stuff from Breyer. He should be really proud of himself. A kid that's dedicated all off season, all winter, all summer, everything like that. I mean, that's a college pitcher one day.
It is.
That's great stuff from him.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned it a few times. The knock on him has been sometimes the too many free passes. Almost exclusively first pitch strikes. Very few balls thrown. He got behind 3-0 in 1 count, comes back and gets 3 straight strikes to get that big strikeout with the tying run at the plate there late. Finishes with 4 strikeouts in relief. Just impressive stuff, especially coming out of the pen, something he hasn't done a whole lot this year.
No, not at all. And I know last time he threw against Elwood, I have his numbers somewhere here. Last time he threw against Elwood was not his best outing of the year. I think he walked about 4 batters that day.
Yep.
He threw. So on Sunday when we did our pregame prep and everything, that was the main talk of emphasis. Talking to Coach DeSalvo, talking to Coach Mariano before the game. It was just the walks. That's all it is. When he's on, like he was today, not walking batters, I mean, that's a tough team to beat with him. Vinny, Pizzullo that they have that can come back and throw. Breyer, Cash Stratton's another arm that can throw for them. So there's no shortage of arms here for the Mohawk Warriors. They also have some really good young arms that I know pretty well, pretty familiar with. Chase Wise, Adam Deal, 2 younger guys there. Like I mentioned, Cash Stratton. I mean, they're loaded on arms, but they got a tough matchup tomorrow if Avonworth won that game.
Yeah, we'll try to get you a score update on that one. I didn't write down what time that game was. We'll see if we can get a score for you on that one. Want to give a shout-out real quick to the 2 seniors, Will Nardone and Sam Landis, part of the starting lineup for Elwood City, played in their last game here today. And again, so unfortunate everything that happens here right from the get-go. 2 pitches in, you lose your ace. You know, obviously it's got to be a next man up mentality. Huge shout out to Nate Kennedy. I mean, he's an honorary MVP of the game. The thing is, he really, like you said, he made 3 mistakes on the hill.
That's it.
Mohawk made him pay, though, for all 3.
Yeah, and the margin for error in playoff games is extremely slim. 3 mistakes he made. He hit the leadoff hitter. He hit Jackson Chapman with a curveball. That was the, 4th inning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so first time through, he just dominates him, okay? Then we get Jackson up in the top of the 4th, first pitch of the inning, hits him with a curveball. He's going to want that back. Then how's he follow that? Drew Rona, the 2 hitters up, gets up on him 0-2, so he does what he's supposed to do, then gives up an 0-2 single. Okay, and I believe that was the one that was a little elevated. We said it wasn't that bad of a pitch. So do we really consider that a mistake? Yes and no. It's tough to tell.
Yeah.
And then again, Vinny, just a great swing. Home run that stayed fair by how much would you say? A foot? Maybe less? If that, maybe a couple of inches. I mean, so again, how much do we fault him for giving up a solo home run? It's just the margin for error so small, but again, you scored 1 run. So no blame on this game today can go to Nate. That's a kid that caught my eye today. He lost the game, and he stuck out to me, other than Breyer, probably the most of this whole game. Wins and losses in my eyes, obviously it's really important, but for getting these kids to the next level, that's a kid next year that I'm going to look out for. Maybe talk to a couple people and have them go look at him a little bit next year.
If you said, unfortunately, a couple of scouts who were hoping to see Aaron Lake, well, they certainly saw 2 other really good pitchers in Nate Kennedy and Briar Crawford, both juniors as well, get a chance to throw here in the meantime. Let's get you a quick gem scoring recap. Mohawk first had the chance. A leadoff single for Fadden, reached second base on an error. Then a bunt attempt was fielded by the catcher. They got Fadden caught off on second base. It was a 2-6-5-6 double play. They got Fadden into the rundown, got him out, and then O'Lear tried to make it all the way around the second base and was thrown out as well in that inning. In the bottom of the third inning, Michael Cuevas a leadoff single. He sacrificed at second base. Biscup reaches on an error, and then Nate Kennedy able to get a sac fly for the lone RBI of the game for Elwood City, scoring Cuevas, making it 1-0 at that point. Top of the fourth inning, though, Mohawk gets their big runs. The leadoff hit batsman on the first pitch of the inning, Drew Rona with the 0-2 single. The 0-2 single made it 2-on, nobody out. A fielder's choice retired Chapman, but Rona and Pizzulo on base now after a ground out from Fadden. Camo Lear with 2 outs hits a 2 RBI single to give Mohawk the lead 2-1 there in the fourth inning. They would extend that in the sixth inning. As you mentioned, the moonshot, no doubter home run down the third base line for Pizzulo. A big insurance run made it 3-1 in the bottom of the seventh inning. A 1-out triple from Cam Mills, but back-to-back strikeouts to end the game for Briar Crawford. He's going to get the save officially in our book. 4-inning save. He gave up just 1 hit, 4 strikeouts in the 4 innings of relief. Bobby Fadden gets the win in his 3 innings as the starter. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, and the 1 run was unearned as well. So Fadden the win. Crawford gets the save. The loss, a hard luck loss to Nate Kennedy. Technically not the starting pitcher either. Comes in relief after 2 pitches. 3 runs, they were all earned. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. He gave up 5 hits in the game. Your final line score, see it on your screen there. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3, did Mohawk. Elwood City, 1 run, just 2 hits, 3 errors, and 4 left on. And for Elwood City, just they couldn't put the bat on the ball. The change from Fadden to Crawford did the job.
Yeah, just unbelievable stuff from the Mohawk Warriors pitching staff. Attacking all day, getting ahead. First time through when Vinny's throwing, he throws all 9 hitters a breaking ball. So we start off by pitching backwards, pitching behind, trying to change eye levels and all that stuff. Then we go to Briar, who has a little more velocity, a way different arm slot. Bobby throws from that 3/4 arm slot, meaning his arm's out towards third base a little bit. Briar, on the other hand, is straight over the top, throwing a heavy fastball. A lot of sink, running downhill into a right-handed hitter. Not easy to hit for a right-handed hitter. You saw a lot of jam shots, a lot of balls going to the right side of the infield. I mean, that's just great preparation, great planning there from the Mohawk coaching staff. I mean, that's like a collegiate coaching staff. If not even above that, what you have down there. I know Coach Nick Mariano played at Westminster, one of their all-time best players, I believe. I know he owns all kinds of records there. Guy that's just super impressive. Guy that's just runs senior year, I think he might have been there. The year after, it was really close around there. I mean, just great stuff overall from Mohawk. And then on the other side, you hate to see a loser. You hate for Coach Chris Wise, just a great guy. 5th year, again, really turned the program around. You lose your guy, like I said. I think I said Aaron Lake was the best, if not one of the best pitchers in all of the area here. You lose him after 2 pitches, just really tough stuff. But they'll rebound, young team, good learning experience. Get right back to it, couple weeks off, get back to the grind.
We got a couple last piece of information to go about, but first get a chance to talk to Briar Crawford. The save and relief, and more importantly, the win going into the semifinals. Briar, thanks for joining us. Man, how are we feeling out there after this big win over Elwood City?
Feeling good. Feels good to finally get in the state playoffs after missing the last 2 years, and feels even better to beat a section rival to get in there.
Yeah, talk about that. I mean, what is the mindset like knowing that, hey, you got the first round win, but now you got to play a team. You played really well the first 2 times, but lost both of them. What's being talked about in the locker room when you know that's what's coming up?
I mean, the mindset is you know you're right there. Just got to attack. No one expects us to win, so just go out, surprise them, attack, jump early, and play our game. We were right there the first 2 times, so we know we had it.
Yeah, so the 11 seed you guys are. Talk to me about your approach. Talk to me about your practices and everything. Walk me through the mindset that you guys had going into this game as the underdog. You guys are the 11 seed. I believe last year you guys were, what, the 2 seed?
Yes.
And you got bounced pretty early. So now explain to me that process of what Coach was preaching to you guys and what your mindset was going into the game today.
Basically just seed don't matter once you get to playoffs. No matter what seed you are, you got to beat someone. So just get in, and then numbers don't matter. Just go in there, play our game, beat them. We know we could do it. You know, we've been practicing, working. The growth we've had since the start of the season, and even just since a couple weeks ago when we played them, has been huge. We've gotten way better as a team.
A short turnaround for you after pitching on Thursday, then thrown today, but the decision that you're coming out of the pen, something you haven't done a whole lot of this year. To talk about what your different routine might have been this time, not as the starting pitcher, but getting ready to come out, could be at any time.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Just made sure to stretch a lot more before the game, knowing I could have to go in at any time. Had a little bit of a rush warm-up because they said, hey, you might have to go next inning. I think I went out there, started warming up. We went 1, 2, 3, and I had to come right back in. But worked out, got it done, and yeah.
Yeah, so the main thing that I noticed for you today, or even looking at your stats going into the game, was the walks. Today, no walks. What was working? What'd you feel? Like, what were you throwing mainly?
Just attacking with fastballs, knowing that they gotta beat me before I want to start working around or taking caution. So just attack the strike zone. If you're gonna miss close to the zone. Don't make it a competitive pitch. Make them beat me before I beat myself.
Yeah, that's something I'm really proud of you for. I mean, I know we talk a lot. We've been together a lot. I've known you throughout the years. The development you've had over the last couple of years is just phenomenal. It's just no walks today. Just attacking, like we always say with your fastball, be intentional with it. I think that's the main thing today with you, man, was just how intentional you were in the middle to a lot of arm side fastballs, a lot of elevated fastballs. If you just continue that and just learn from it, evolve off of it, throw that curveball down in the zone, man, you're going to be tough to beat. You got to understand how good you are at that stuff and just continue doing it. It was really, really good today.
It certainly showed today. That's for sure. I want to give you a chance to talk about Camo Lair getting that big hit with 2 outs to give you guys the lead there in the 4th inning.
I mean, that's just massive. Taking the lead in the 4th, huge momentum swing. I actually couldn't even see it. I just saw the ball roll in the outfield because I was warming up that time. But I saw the ball roll out there, heard our dugout erupt. I knew something good happened. Look up at the scoreboard. I see 2 runs, and I'm like, all right, that's good. That's all we needed.
One you definitely saw was in Vinny's long bomb there. I mean, that's how good does that feel as a pitcher getting that big insurance run there?
That's huge. Just gives that extra confidence boost to know, hey, especially now, go out and attack. You got to lead. One batter ain't going to do anything for him.
And you were able to get those 2 strikeouts to end the game and get the win. One final question: when do you start thinking about the next game? How long do you give yourself a chance to celebrate before you start thinking about either Avonworth or Quaker Valley?
We're going to go out. I think we're going to go eat at Sony's as a team, get back, and then it's right back to work. We won 2 games, but we ain't done nothing yet. We ain't done.
Well, we will see you at Seneca Valley tomorrow. Congratulations, Briar. 3-1 win today. We'll see you in the semis tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Briar. Great stuff, dude. Mohawk Warriors victorious. Let's get right into it. He is your MVP Insurance MVP of the game, and for good reason. Those numbers, again, coming in relief, so stellar. Only lets up the 1 base runner in 4 innings of relief. So your MVP Insurance MVP of the game is Briar Crawford. He just got his customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for being today's MVP Insurance MVP of the game. You can see the full list online at lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations for your MVP Insurance MVP of the game, Briar Crawford. Call MVP for the win. And we kind of alluded to it, the play of the game. It is the go-ahead hit in the 4th inning. Talk about that mindset. A sophomore, yes, you didn't have a good first at bat with the double play on the bunt. Comes up when you need him. Not hitting great on the year, Richie, but when the time came, Pizzulo's hit is a huge hit, but that one right there was the big hit of the game.
Yeah, that was incredible and really impressive, the maturity that we see from a sophomore there. A lot of times, these players in these at-bats, first time if they get out, it'll just take them out of the game. It'll ruin their game. Then he goes down 0-2. Again, you got a sophomore there. Really impressive stuff to just hang in, lace a fastball, get the 2-run single there. Just impressive stuff from the Warriors. I know a team that is as well prepared as anyone, like Briar just alluded to. They're going to go celebrate it. They're going to have a good meal over at Sony's restaurant. As soon as they get off that bus, when they get back to Mohawk, preparations all going to shift to Avonworth, who I'm assuming is going to win that game. Kid I know, Coop Sharding, I don't know if he threw today. That is not going to be easy for the Warriors if they have to face Coop Sharding if he threw today. If not, I'm sure there's other good pitchers that Avonworth has, but I just know Coop Sharding is one of the best pitchers in the entire WPIAL. Single A to 6A, doesn't matter. Division 10, Division 6, I don't care where you're at.
I'm sure they'll be watching. That game's a 7 o'clock start, by the way, for Avonworth against Quaker Valley. But, yes, real quick, Camo Lair, your May the Chiropractic play of the game. He got his customized T-shirt as well for being today's May the Chiropractic play of the game. Let May the Chiropractic keep you in the game. 3-1 your final score, again, here from Neshannock High School. We have about an hour before first pitch for the 2A game between Shenango and Laurel. And one final score update. The winner of that one will take on Freedom, who defeated top-seeded Neshannock 3-0. So the Lancers out, and the winner of this Shenango-Laurel game will take on the Bulldogs in that one. One final piece of information, your time of the game today, 1 hour and 37 minutes. That's all it took for Mohawk. A two-hitter in the game. They defeat Elwood City 3-1. Big thanks, Leah Verdi. Big thanks, Rob Nattel. Big thanks, Rich Saragnese as well, and everyone here at Neshannock High School. Another game coming up in about an hour. Flip on over on the NFHS Network and on Lawrence County SportsNet for Game 2. But Mohawk heading to the semifinals. Your final score again, 3-1 over Elwood City. And you saw it here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County